Hello, everybody. This is Josh. How are we all doing today? So, yes, we are going to be doing some. We are going to be doing another crowdfunding stream for Sidon versus Undyne. So, yes, that's an awesome background. Thank you. But yes, so there's another thing that you guys should know about. We are doing a gift card giveaway at the end of this. We're doing a gift card giveaway during this stream. So everybody who donates $1 to the Ko-fi goal will get a. Well, you will enter the pool for a $10 gift card for Glitch Energy. Yeah. So yeah, I need to do this. Need to also post this on Twitch. You donate if you could. Alright. Don't accuse us of fishing. Really, Kane? Really? Why are you like this? Alright. So, here's the annoying bit. I was hoping to have a Switch 2 by now, to be able to not only write it off on taxes, but I was hoping to be able to stream Age of Calamity on it, just to see how much better it ran. I could not find one. This is the effing Wii all over again. Who is Undyne? Undertale. Alright. Oh yeah, I should probably turn off the ads. No momento. One second. Gotta make these manually. The original Wii was sold out everywhere. Oh, yeah. It was impossible to get a Wii back in the day. It was absolutely impossible. All right. Okay. There we go. All right. Yep. Almost out of battery, but you know, it's not out of battery. Ready to start system update. Of course. Why wouldn't it? Alright, the Sweet Switch 2s won't buy one yet. Saving for it. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, but around here, I looked around. Like Staples, Target, Walmart, GameStop. Not frickin' anywhere. Yes. Doesn't help that people have been stealing Switch 2s. Oh, yeah. And then their serial numbers get banned. And, all right. Let's make sure that people are relatively even. All right. Oh, shoot.
Friend or pray to the moon, that it's become a fair price discount. So looking towards to play Soul Calibur 2?
Calibur. Go on front, pray to minutes. Yeah, I had Soul Calibur 2 a while back, but you know, like, yeah, Soul Calibur 2 actually having Link on it was crazy back in the day. Yeah. Why Sidon versus Undyne? Well, for one, it's an easier matchup for me to research. It was a much easier matchup for me to research. Alright. Relentless as a waterfall. Alright. Okay. I can definitely see that. Is that where you're just gonna do this entire stream, Keen? You're just gonna make a whole bunch of water puns and fish puns? Okay. Resuming the fight. Are you sure that shelf was empty until today? Yeah, they were flying out the door. Yeah. Yeah, fastest selling Nintendo console. Mm-hmm. Boingy, boingy. All right. Boom! Hiya!
We shall cover the perimeter.
And we'll join you as soon as we can.
Sister. We can do this.
Yeah.
50 donation from Tristan Wade.
Wait.
Sidon,
Hope this goes well for you, Josh.
Thank you, Tristan. And with that first donation.
remember that.
I will.
Yeah, just 1 second. Just.
Now it's time to focus on the fight ahead.
Yeah, if you can just.
Right?
This has been an emotional experience for Sidon.
Of course, sister.
He has wanted to hear these things for a long time. But yes, we're at 61% now. Yeah. All right. All right. All right, Link is fast, so I'd like him to deal with that. And Mifa, yeah. Let's go with Mifa. Oh.
5 donation from Crosby. Yeah. Father, what do you think of the scene in Delta
Love
and
the
where
first
Chris
fight.
and Susie
Much
met
better
each other?
writing and animation than Death Bottle's cheap V Doomslayer.
Whoa.
Anyways, fight idea for next one.
Javelin.
Bubsy versus Gex. The fur flies, the bad puns roll, and we will cringe.
What the fuck? Oh. Okay, gonna have to stop that and oh, we're okay. Let's start with the super chat here. Dennis Boss first fight, much better running animation than Death Valve's Chief Slayer. I appreciate that, but please don't, you know. Yeah, don't. I appreciated that you liked my thing, but please don't take a dump on Death Battle, especially because, like, look, it's like we here at Triple F, we love Death Battle. If that wasn't made abundantly clear, like Triple F, we love Death Battle. We would not be here without Death Battle. It's like Death Battle is great, and you can like something without taking a dump on somebody else. I do appreciate I do appreciate your support, but please don't show me support by taking a dump on someone else. All right. Yes, fight idea for the next one. Bubsy versus Gex. I mean, that's a decent matchup. It's like I could see the connections there. I feel like part of the it's like, yeah, it's there's a lot you could do with that matchup. Like thematically it works. It's just one hidden X factor that, and I talked about this in a different stream and on other things. Like one hidden X factor in a lot of these matchups, and once I tell you this, you're going to notice things about the way that Death Battle selects its matchups now. The hidden X factor is, will this get clicks? Is it a popular matchup? Will this draw people to watch it? So it's like, it's like I look on Reddit, like there are so many fantastic matchups that are pitched in the triple F subreddit and the Death Battle versus matchup subreddit and the Death Battle subreddit. Like so many great matchups, but the problem is that nobody knows these characters. Like, and I look at the connections like, oh man, I can see how that would make a great matchup. That would make a great animation. But the problem is that, oh shoot, that's unfortunate. But yeah, part of the problem is that, how do I put this? We need to make sure that the matchup features popular enough characters that'll get clicks so they can get a return on the investment. That's one of the big that's kind of Bubsy versus Gex. It's just like, oh, that's such a great matchup. But I'm not sure that people know who that is. But people are going to know who that is. So, yeah. That's a big X factor. So, you know, like Kyle Rayner versus Simon the Digger. Very, very popular matchup. Very popular characters. They're going to see a return on that. Tomcat, Wile E. Coyote. Everybody knows those two.
So question for everyone. What are your 2 cents about Will E. Coyote versus Tomas aka Tom in their Toon Force death battle, and who's your favorite toon?
I'm more gunning for Tom. I'm not entirely sure who's gonna win because I've stopped trying to make predictions because I always turn out to be wrong lately. There's always something that I'm not gonna notice or see, so I'm like, yeah, I'm not. And it's another big thing about that is how do I put this? It's not just about the facts. It's when it comes to versus battles, it's also about the interpretation of the facts, because this is why a lot of times I do high ball versus low balling. Like I can actually pull something up for Sidon versus Undyne right now.
5 donation from a committee 8.
Oh my gosh.
Fish fight.
Fish fight. Yes, thank you. So I can actually pull something up from the analysis of Sidon versus Undyne. So in one of the little stone tablets in Breath of the Wild, we see that Sidon defeated a mountain-sized Octorok. A mountain-sized Octorok. I don't know about... And considering at the end of that little stone tablet, he said that he became legend over at that fishing village. I'm like, I don't know. That kind of reeks of legendary embellishment. But at the same time, it's just like, what can we extrapolate from this? Okay, well, he was eaten by an Octorok, like a giant Octorok, and Sidon's a big dude. Oh my gosh.
Donation from 323 Starlight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know you hate that these characters aren't real twist, but I feel Toby does it well as a source of existentialism as opposed to endgame twist. Also Dark World Chris is edgy pajama Sam.
Yeah. But yeah, Toby does that well. I'll talk about that in a second. I'm trying to finish the first point here. But yeah, so here there's legendary, but the problem with that one is that it does reek of legendary embellishment. However, there is some truth that we can extrapolate from this, even though it has legendary embellishment.
New Ko-fi subscription from Aroa Share.
Okay. My gosh. Oh boy. Okay. Anywho. So he was eaten by an Octorok. He was inhaled by an Octorok. And that sucker had to be big. So, because Sidon's a big dude. He is almost 11 feet long. He is almost 11 feet tall. So, and the thing is, we actually have evidence from other Zelda games that of giant Octoroks like that. The Big Octo from Wind Waker. Now, the King of Red Lions isn't quite as long as Sidon is, but it's close. It's pretty close. And a Big Octo could swallow... And the Big Octo could swallow the King of Red Lions. So, okay. That's where we hit. And that's where, like, okay, so size of a mountain, Big Octo. Okay, that's a little more realistic. 64, we're moving up. Yep. Yeah, Undyne is said to suplex boulders. They are the hype. Well, yeah. Undyne suplexing boulders. That's another thing that makes this challenging. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. That's another thing that does make this challenging is that okay. That's another thing that does make this challenging is because, okay, she was suplexing boulders. How big were those boulders? Because that matters. So, and that's one thing, one way that we approach this is the low ball and the high ball. So, like, what could she... So, if she was suplexing a boulder just because she could, what... At the low end, that would be this. At the high end, that would be this. Okay, now going back to all of these. Donation from Tristan Waits. Hope this goes well for you, Josh. Thank you, Tristan. Donation from Crosby. I didn't see the stream, but as a Christian father, what do you think of the scene in Deltarune where Chris and Susie went to church? Well, it was interesting how they did that. It's like, just there was some kind of, there were some jokes made, it's like it wasn't disrespectful at all, but I don't know, it did kind of reek of, it really did reek of Church of Unitarian. And if it did reek a little bit of Unitarian in church, which is basically church for atheists. But, it's a different world, all that.
200 donation from Mercer Holt. Been replaying Breath of the Wild on my Switch 2, honestly curious how this fight will play out.
Oh boy, okay. Thank you, Mercer Holt. Very, very much appreciated. The man, the myth, the legend. Okay. All right. Donation for 3 stars. Finally beat Jevel in Deltarune. Here's July's donation early. Thank you. Danke. All right, now moving on to 323 Starlight. Oh yeah, again. Oh yeah, I know you hate these characters aren't real twists, but I feel Toby does it as a source of existential as opposed to an endgame twist. Yeah, if you guys don't know, I have recently gone on a bit of a tirade in my streams of the characters aren't real twist. That is a twist that has very often soured my opinion of a video game. And like, I was ready to name Claire Obscure Game of the Year, but then it pulled that. I'm like, really? Ugh. It's like especially Asgard's Wrath. That made number one of my top 10 worst endings.
Tried to donate on the Ko-Fi. Heads up, people. Prepaid Visa cards cannot be used to do membership signups. It's PayPal or your own credit card. JSYK.
Just so you know. Oh. I have never used a prepaid Visa card in my life, so I'll take your word on that. Also, what are the boulders made of, and are they solid? I mean, I mean, we can make a safe assumption that the boulder is probably granite. That's probably a very, very safe assumption. Origin the hero, hey, he helped animate for Starfire vs. Blaze. Hope everything in this episode goes great. Oh yes, Origin the hero. He's also crowdfunding for his own. He's crowdfunding for his own thing. Jaden versus Jaden versus Ben Tennyson. So if that's a matchup you are interested, please go check out Origin the Hero's Kofi. It's like he just made his trailer. It's like he's got a fantastic opening trailer. It's really cool. Please go check out Origin the Hero. He did great work for Starfire vs. Blaze, and he's doing great work here.
Blackheart 18 plus account. Interesting story and theory, Sir Josh of Flame. Little pun joke.
Sweet the fun. Yes, we are 2/3 of the way funded. We are 2/3 of the way funded. This is amazing. Oh my gosh, guys. Thank you. Yes. All right. But yes, so again, everyone who donates just $1 to our Ko-fi will get a chance to receive one of 7 $10 gift cards for Glitch Energy. Yeah. Hey, appreciate the shout. I'm always down to work on anything you have later down the road.
Donation from
Oh.
Neil. Let's get to 70. Oh, and I'm honestly not interested in the giveaway, but if I do win, I'd appreciate the prize. Oh, and definitely support Origin.
Yeah.
He's an awesome animator.
Yes.
Happy to donate.
Oh.
Booked my ticket to my first convention in a few years and reminiscing on good times at cons.
Yeah.
Thank you for signing my Okami. Highlight of my BronyCon 2017.
You little punk. All right, is that here to see my... Oh, don't worry, because this is why I asked you guys. This is why I asked you guys to donate on Ko-fi specifically, because Ko-fi tracks your email addresses, and what I can do is I can send you the gift card via your email address. That's why I tell you to do. That's why I say to donate on Ko-fi. Yeah. Yes, please give Origin's Ben 10 Jaden video a look. But yes, Origin. Our third matchup. We will definitely need your help on. That one's good. We're going back to 2D on that one. The fourth one. Still deciding okay, I'm deciding between two matchups for the fourth one. Both are relatively popular. It's just one I know for a fact is going to be easier to animate, and the second one is gonna be a little bit harder to animate, but I know it's gonna be a more popular matchup. So I'm still deciding which one I want to do. Yeah, because if I go with the first one, I'm doing it in 3D. It has to be in 3D. And it's going to be very easy to animate in 3D. But the second one, we would have to, if we were to do it in 2D, we'd have to have custom sprites. But then again, if we were to do it in 3D, we'd also have to have custom models for it too. So, I'm trying to figure that one out. All right, let's get fully funded today, y'all. Oh, I'd appreciate that. It's just like, if I could get this thing funded with just 2 crowdfunding streams, that would be amazing. That would be super duper. That would be super jazzing. Oh yes, one last thing. If we get up to 75%, I will show y'all the first couple of the pre-fight animatic for I will show you the pre-fight animatic for Sidon versus Undyne. If we can get up to 75, y'all will be the first to see it. And we got somebody. Hello. Hi. Howdy.
Hey, so you're doing the announcement, huh?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
How about this triple F fight? Aku, Samurai Jack, versus him, the Powerpuff Girls.
well.
That's a that's not a
Almost.
that's not a bad that's I mean that's not a bad matchup. It's Aku versus him. It's just oh my gosh, can you imagine the banter between those two?
I'm pretty sure the banner between the two would basically be the equivalent of the red guy and him on Cartoon Fridays. You know the one. I am him, and I'm the red guy, and I'm frankly a bit disturbed. You know, perhaps we should host Cartoon Fridays. Oh, I know. Give John just these. Yeah, this is too for me. I'm out.
Yeah. All right. So we do have to do a little bit of an ad break so people don't have to suffer pre-rolls. 1 second. So yeah, this is so people don't have to suffer pre-rolls. I'm very sorry, but I have to do this. All right. All right.
195 donation from Shade. They're broke 70%.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry for the people who got ads right now because
The timing.
yeah. Oh, holy fraggeroli.
Well, twice the pride, double the fall.
Yeah. All right. All right. So,
Does it? The city era? Yes,
Yeah.
I remember those quite well.
yeah. So, during the ad break, we got up to 70%. Cheeky little shade there broke 70%. All right, but yeah, 75. We're 5% of the way, 5 more percent, and I can show you all the pre-fight animatic. Remind me again, Cole, who drew the animatic?
The one who drew the animatic is Kinesu of Dragons.
Thank you. His name absolutely escaped me. It's just we have so many talented people working for us. It's just like, oh, you're all so talented. You bleed together.
Just don't ask us for a lineup.
Yeah. But yeah, it's Did I play
You know
Secret?
what I was applying.
Yeah. Oh, did I play Secret of the Mimic? No, I did not. But I don't play FNAF games. They're not my cup of tea. It's like they're great games, like clearly, but they're just not for me. Quick math: what is 5% of the total goal? What was the total goal? 5%. That would be. Let's see. That would be half of 650, so that would be 325. So yeah, so I'm gonna donate 325 just to jump it up to 5%. Just to jump it up 5%.
Do it. It'd be funny.
Yeah. It would be, but what are the thoughts on Indie Cross by Moro? I still need to watch it. I have not watched it. I need to watch it. I would love to watch it. It's especially because I want to watch it. I want to watch something where Michael Kovac voices somebody who's not a jerk.
Yeah, that's kind of a tall ask. Not gonna lie, Chief.
Yeah, it's hard because he's such a great and talented guy. He did great as Goku in Death Battle, but I'm just like, oh man, that guy. I feel sorry for that guy. That guy just gets typecast
Just like
as the
last time with
jerk.
$300.
Why? I created him to be exactly like me. Why is he such a jerk?
Yeah, it just Michael Kovac. He's so talented. He really is. But it's just, are you okay with being typecast as the jerk? Because he seems so chill. He seems like such a chill dude.
I wish I was typecast. That's wait, never mind.
Yeah, it's like whenever people want to get me for like voice acting or cameos, I'm always typecast as the military guy or the crazy guy. I wonder why.
Whenever I get chosen, I'm either the bombastic villain, baby, or the absolute nut job, or someone who eats scenery. I'm just gonna tell you this. The caulking that is used for your plumbing, that is my cheese whiz, and the fiberglass is cotton candy.
Leave the Northern Guardians to me. You head for the Citadel. Yeah. The thing about Zelda in this game is that she is very, very tricky. Like, her moveset is, like, almost borderline useless until she gets a lot of her moveset upgrades. And then when she gets her moveset upgrades, she's, like, borderline unbeatable. Yeah.
I think the archetype is the slow roller.
Yeah. Yeah, hyper production. Someone's roles don't reflect on them as a person. There are nice people that portray villains. It's... Poor actor who played Joffrey. That poor guy.
Yeah.
That poor guy. People just sent him so much hate mail because they could not separate the actor from the character. That man did not deserve that.
Yeah.
Is she using the...
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, another actor that is the same way. Harry Potter's. There was that one woman.
Oh, yeah, the lady who played Umbridge.
Miss Umbridge. Oh,
She played.
She's a wonderful woman, but in the movie, you would not find a more detestable excuse of a human being in that film. But outside of it, she's an absolute delight.
Yeah, it's just holy crap. She did her job too well. It's just it really does say something, like how some of the most hateful people having that cutesy aesthetic. You see that online all the time.
50 donation from Max.
Ooh.
Only 270, and we get to see the pre-fight Let's Go.
Yeah, 270, we get to see the pre-fight. Let's go! Yeah. Thank you, Max. 71%.
Wait, we skipped 69%? Dang it! Yeah! Also, today is my favorite holiday.
Yeah! Alright, I'm switching to Mifa. This is going to be easier. Yeah, Mifa is much easier to... Yeah, Mifa is busted in this game. Yeah, because the thing that makes Mifa busted in this game is she has something in a Musou game that is really, really powerful. The ability to heal yourself. That is
Self-healing
that is very powerful in a Musou game.
Oh no! My birthday is not until not until like next month. Today's this holiday for a different reason.
Yeah.
For those of you know, you know.
Alright, you go after that Guardian. Zelda will go in there because it'll be relatively easier, and we're switching to... But easily the most powerful character in this game, obviously, is Link. Link is so broken. Especially when he gets the Master Sword. Link is just stupid powerful. Nope. Bush. Take that. Give me those ice rods. Yeah. Lovely. Now Link's gonna run over.
Still ship Link and Mipha for busted reasons.
Oh yeah, I ship like that's the thing. I ship both Link and Mipha, and also Link and Zelda. It's like I ship them both for different reasons, because, you know, on one hand it's just like I'm a fantasy romantic. Like, the idea of, you know, couples, it's like people who love each other so much that their loves just literally transcends, that they reincarnate and they still get together. I love that.
150 donation from Hero Darkadark. Let's get to 75 boys. Unfortunately, like Vegeta getting that last sneak in against Cell, that's as far as I can go right now. The rest is up y'all.
Do it
Do
now.
it now, boys.
Thank you, Darky Dark. Appreciate
Do
it. Do it now, boy. Do it now. 2%. Oh, man. But anywho, what's the, or where was I going? But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I love Link and Zelda. Just like, oh, that's so romantic. But also, and this is definitely a lot of Ari's influence, the childhood friends to lovers trope. Oh, that does my heart good. It's like, once she kind of explained it to me and the reasons why, it's like, oh wow, I like this too. I didn't realize how much I liked it until she explained it to me. But yeah, just, you know, Mipha and Link being childhood friends, you know, getting into a little bit of trouble together. All that, that's cute. That's very cute. And just the whole tragedy, it's just like, she deserved so much better.
Someone typed down, I don't know if this one asked, but do you have plans for Triple F or Jack Cayman versus Travis Touchdown? Personally, with me, I would choose a different person outside of Jack Cayman.
It's one of those legacy matchups. Like, it could work. I mean, not only from like their powers bouncing off of each other, there's still that connection of they were still on M-rated games on the Wii, and, you know, they have the similar, they do have some similar things. So like the contrast matchup is still enticing. And to be fair, Death Battle did do Cole versus what was his name?
Alex Mercer.
Yeah, did Cole versus Alex, and even though it was way past when those characters were relevant, it was still a fantastic battle, and people still clicked on it.
Yeah.
So
on top of that, Cole McGrath still had an advantage because the prototype is actually vulnerable to electricity.
But yeah, the point is that there is still, you know, room for legacy matchups. So if we were, it's like, I know that we definitely want to get Travis Touchdown into a triple F, but when it comes to his opponent, that's something we're gonna have to be very careful about. I think Jack vs. Travis is also a matchup heavily tied to the Countdown community. It is. It is. Yeah. One of the crazy things about Zelda here is that it really does showcase just how clever she is, just in her moveset, because she uses her Sheikah Slate in just such a clever way that nobody else does. It shows that there is kind of an art to this, and Zelda is the one who can kind of maximize the Sheikah Slate's potential. So
a wise person knows that and knows the limitation of their weapon that they're using, or know how to make a non-weapon into an essential weapon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Versatility of the mind is the most.
Yeah.
It is sharper than any blade.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's one of the things I wanted to talk to you about is I am having second thoughts about matchup 4, and I just want to know, like, I want to get your opinion on it. Like, I have an alternate matchup 4 that might be able to capitalize on a recent trend. Like, especially if it gets into the future, especially if it gets into the future a little bit more, but.
Yeah, throw in the pitch in direct messages.
All right, I'll just yeah, where is it? Like, you'll know what I mean when I say when I say capitalizing on a recent trend.
Okay. Also, Zelda taking a picture. She basically killed them by doing Frank West, or that one horror game with the camera.
Fatal Frame.
Fatal Frame. Yeah, she fatal framed them.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
All right, I just sent it to you.
Ah.
Yes, you see what I mean, right? Oh.
I do. Yes, I definitely understand that one. On top of that, are you going to be as accurate as you can to the original?
Yes, that's
stories?
that's the thing. I will be as accurate as I can to the original stories. I really do. Yeah. Too early. Got me. Oh, whoa. Oh, what? Oh, I was aiming the wrong way. I was aiming the wrong way. Oops. Well, that happens. Yeah. Yeah, at least she gets better here. Best Fish Girl deserves it. Yeah. I like Link X Mifa. I feel like those two have been a very good couple. Mifa lived. Also, I do like the Link X Zelda shoot, but Link and Mifa is my favorite of the two. Yeah, I do agree. It's like, I like both. And one thing that I really think would be interesting to explore more in regards to their relationship is both Zelda and Mifa in this game they're implied to kind of they realize that they're both competing for Link, but they don't seem to hold it against the other. And I think that's a very interesting dynamic to look at, you know?
Waifu wars.
Waifu wars when they're polite about it. when they're polite, they are competing, but it really does seem like they understand, like, whoever Link chooses, they're not gonna hold it against the other.
Meanwhile,
It's kind of similar to Tifa and Aerith with Cloud.
Major ship Link and Midnight Twilight Princess.
Oh yeah, that's a good ship too.
Well, we could always go the route of Rex.
Ah.
I love you. I love you and everyone else. Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, okay. At the end of the game. So, are we three going? Wait, I thought you. No, I said I love you and all the others. So Rex had his cake, eat it, and he became a man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 confirmed it. Yeah.
All right, we got. Oh. All right, so we have a another ad break, unfortunately. So I have to do this because otherwise we're gonna get some really bad pre-roll. Yeah. All right. Next is at Hybrid Productions. Yes, we do. Yes, but the Yes. All right. We are very close. 73%.
Josh?
Yeah?
I highly suggest that afterwards, when the stream is over, you have that be a short.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Anywho, heading back to normal. I want to make this bigger. We are very close. Yeah, we are very close to getting this fully funded.
And any more stuff is always the better, folks.
Yeah.
You know what they say.
Yep. So yeah. Oh, why don't you tell them about who's going to be the people we're getting to 3D animate this?
Yes. The people who are going to be doing the 3D animation. One of my guys, he goes by the name of Shrek. He actually did help out with the 2D hand-drawn stuff. But thanks to my friend Sirico, who makes his own series called the Obsidian Archives, he got me in contact with this wonderful guy called the N Court, and his associates to help us out with this project. Since this would be Lucco's first 3D related project. And we actually needed to outsource a little bit so that we can have the needed powers.
Yeah.
These guys do fabulous work.
Yeah, because there's a particular scene in this fight that we have planned for Sidon versus Undyne that would have been much harder to do in 2D versus 3D. Yeah, so it would have been much hard. It would absolutely have been harder to do in 2D versus 3D. So I'm like, I told Cole, it's like, can you do 3D? I've seen some 3D stuff in your little pre.
Josh is a Sheikah outfit, yeah or nah?
Josh in a Sheikah outfit, yeah or nah? Nah, I can't pull off a Sheikah outfit. I'm too husky.
You're more of the you have the body more like a defensive lineman than a stealth
Yeah,
guy.
I've been a chunky guy ever since you know.
Hey, I used to actually I'm still relatively stealthy despite my weight. In fact, I'm actually still very fleet-footed.
Oh yeah, you missed my super chat last stream. Have you ever seen Lucinda in Date Everything? No, I haven't. I have not.
Well, let that be on the pin for Ari.
Am I commissioning Brandon Thirlwell for the music again? No, I am not. They do great work, but I would love to get Thirlwell Media, but unfortunately I took a look at his website and he has a backlog, and I was only able to get Brandon by sheer luck. I commissioned him for that track way before I had even planned to make this even a matchup.
And on top of that, one of the other people I was going to be that I wanted to get aboard was a former associate of mine when I was with Adrenaline Dub for the IDW stuff. Is the singer Kiza?
Yes.
Who, by the way, is now voice acting in a couple of games.
Yeah. Yeah, Kiza Koto does really good work, but yeah. So I honestly, if we get up to getting the orchestral stuff, like, I want to see, like, I want to actually cast a net, because this music this trailer music that I have, it's just some free stuff that I found, and I don't feel right using that for this. Yeah. Let's see. So why did I choose Sidon versus Undyne? Well, again, I did mention this earlier. I wanted to pick an easier matchup to research, because after the hellscape of research and power scaling that was Starfire and Blaze, I wanted to do something that was a little easier. So I started looking around for some I started looking at some of my favorite video games, maybe I was originally thinking about doing something with Mifa. And I'm like, okay, well, let's see who was who could. What about Mifa? It's like who could go up against Mifa? But then Mifa didn't have a lot of matchups that I really wanted to do. I guess maybe Katara, but I wasn't really thinking about that. And then then I saw someone suggest like Mifa versus Undyne, and then I'm like, Mifa versus Undyne? I mean, sure, I could get some good stuff out of that, but I don't know. I feel like the personalities clashing wouldn't be funny. I'd probably get something much better if I did Sidon versus Undyne and... Wait a minute.
Epiphany.
Wait a minute. And then I started thinking about Sidon versus Undyne. I'm like, wait a minute. I started looking at all their powers and how they interact with each other, and like and their personalities and how they're big hams. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. And it's like I was literally that one gif of the say that again, but it was just my brain it's just like, honestly, Sidon versus Undyne would be better than Mifa versus Undyne, and then just say that again. Kaboom! Gotta love it. Ooh, blue nightshade. Definitely need that. Got hit. There we go. And kablam! I'll be taking that. And you need to head back up here. Yeah. Hey, the next Travel Archer is about to be easier. Hopefully you can make the video a little bit shorter. Yeah.
Hey, if this next triple F turns out to be easier, hopefully you can make the video a little bit shorter.
I already talked to Josh about it.
Oh yeah, it's like, don't worry. It's learning like now we kind of eventually I was able to understand why Death Battle doesn't talk about every little thing. Even though I thought a lot of these little things were relevant, there's always room for an improvement in that, you know, it was an exercise in I have been thinking much more carefully about how to make things concise. Like, I'm still proud of the final product. I am absolutely proud of the final product. I cannot believe that we actually did it. But yeah, there have been some constructive criticisms that I am taking to heart.
You mentioned heart. Come, Nerevar. Look upon the heart. Oh, speaking of the Imperial dogs, the announcements for Skywind and all the process going for it, yeah, things are going marvelously well.
Yeah.
In fact, one of the latest showings of Skywind actually has my voice in it.
Yeah.
As several of the orcs.
Yeah.
Come on, boy. Come on, y'all.
Yeah.
2 more percent.
Yeah, 2 more percent.
Speaking of which, I better send the announcement to my server.
Yeah. Stun. Take this. How does this sound for a triple Donkey Kong versus Crash Bandicoot? As much as I love the thematicness of that, I feel like the power scaling is a little too in Donkey Kong's favor.
Yeah, it's too one-sided.
Yeah.
But what about characters that are absolute hams?
130 left to see the animatic. Yep. Come on.
I'm gonna make the app of my server.
Come on. Oh. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Yeah,
I once saw video length as a presumptuous topic in video essays, but lately it became an important topic in terms of watch time. Not many people is willing to put in the time to watch long-form videos.
Yeah, not many people are willing to put in time to watch long-form videos. However, it's one thing that I have realized is that I am second monitor content. So people often put me on while they're doing something else. People often put me on when, well, most of the time. Like, people often put me on when while they're working, essentially, or while they're doing work around the house. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just you guys are still giving me the ad revenue and watch time, even though I'm on your second monitor. But yeah, it's when they don't necessarily have to put in the time. It's like if you're still edifying, even though it's just pure audio, like it's still, I'm second monitoring the stream as we speak. Yeah, totally cool. It's I'm sorry if a couple of you feel called out here, but yeah, I know my place. Yeah. Next expose the channel. I watch your content as a sweet spot length for me. Not too short, not too long. Yeah, I usually try to look for stuff around the 20-minute mark because that's usually how long it takes for me to complete chores. Like the 15 to 20-minute mark. Ooh. Mifa must head where the Hylian captain is. Excuse me, pardon me. Yeah. Dracula from Castlevania versus Jeddah from Darkstalkers. I am actually not super familiar with Darkstalkers scaling. So, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Right.
Mifa's just so busted. Ooh, Fire Guardian. Hello. Luckily, I've got water.
Does it do increased damage?
Ice technically does more damage.
But still classified as cold damage.
Come, Guardian! Oh, man. Ansem the Wise was just such a great character.
Yes, I'm actually aware that Toby did help with the remake of the music remake for Off.
Yeah.
Fun little factoid: when I was still helping out with a mod for Deltarune, one of the ideas we had for one of the before Chapter 3 was that Chris's new outfit was the batter from Off.
Ah.
On top of that, this was during the early times, so one of the concepts we had that was going to be the replacement for Mike, which would later be known as Tenna, was a character named Lou Minati.
Ah.
Because the TV part, it showed a smile, so we decided to just replace the T with a smile with the Illuminati symbol. You know, Illuminati confirmed.
All right.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They left the charger in their office.
Yeah. That's the worst. Yeah, and switch to my laptop. I appreciate your support either way, Tiffio. All right. All right, venture further in and do what I can. Yeah. Oh yeah, did you guys see the latest Amazing Digital Circus? Because, wow. I related so hard to Ragatha. Like, I can't tell you the amount of times, like, I can't tell you the amount of times where it's just like, oh, you need to open up more. It's like, hey, look, I want you, if I'm doing something bad, I want you to tell me about it. Like, please don't bottle it up. Tell me the truth. And it's okay to have negative feelings. Talk about your feelings. Okay, does that. And then they have the shocked Pikachu face, like, how could you say such a thing?
My thing is more of right time, right place situation.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's just, it's so annoying when people do that. It's just like, tell me the truth. Okay, here's the truth. How could you say such a thing? Like,
yeah,
I can't win. I can't win. Shocked Eggman face? Nah, shocked Pikachu face. It's just, oh, I felt Ragatha in my soul there. You relate to Gangle in a number of ways? Yeah. Oh. Alright, we gotta do the break, the ad break thing. I'm sorry, but it's a necessary evil.
Yeah. I wonder if the war between Australia and New Zealand is still roaring on.
It's always fun to misnomer people about that. Like, people I know who are Australians, I say, oh, how are things in New Zealand? Oh, they get so offended. There's a rivalry there, and apparently it's a very bitter rivalry.
Well, we know someone's Australian because they would cuss a lot. Mm-hmm. New Zealanders, they don't.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, that was actually a... I'll wait for about 8 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Alright. But yeah, so... But yeah, it's... the, yeah, there's an amazing rivalry between Australians and New Zealanders. Oh, one interesting thing, like, I remember watching Yahtzee's review of Final Fantasy 16, and he pointed something out that you know, me as an American, I never would have realized, but because, you know, he is Australian, if he has Australian English, you know, it's like Clive as a name is really, really common down there. Like, just naming a character Clive would be like an American, like, you made your like epic high fantasy character for Dungeons and Dragons. What character did you name him? Bob. You named your high fantasy character Bob? Yeah. What, doesn't that sound like a cool name? Not really. That's super common. But yeah, that's just very interesting to see those sorts of cultural exchanges. Oh, hello.
Okay, hey, it could be worse. You could actually have all your NPCs and your characters and dragons be random name generators because you don't have any ounce of creativity. Heh.
There we go.
Keep an eye on...
Yeah.
Did they really do that one by accident or intentional? Bob is the main character from Reboot. That is correct.
Oh, come now. Would that be any way to treat family?
Also, I definitely, you know what, on the topic of Reboot, I definitely get hexadecimal vibes from Queen.
Yeah, oh yeah. There is a definite inspiration for the character.
I cannot fail.
Definite inspiration for the character. Except, you know, she's not evil. Well, then again, hexadecimal isn't really... Like, hexadecimal kind of does blur the line between chaotic neutral and chaotic evil.
It's whatever she feels like today, really. And having her be attracted to you is even more terrifying.
Oh, yes, that it absolutely is.
Wait, you see, Megabyte is my brother! Wait, if he's your brother, why are you trying to ice him? It's a sibling rivalry thing. If you have a sibling, you'll understand. You know, I can't exactly argue against it. Although I do like that one episode where Enzo's birthday and they had that rock and roll duel. Yeah, one of the few times that the villain actually just wanted to do something just because it's cool and actually not cause any actual trouble.
Yeah.
And on the topic of Queen, notice that she also had a lot of things with the Killer Queen.
Oh. Yeah.
You know what I'm referencing, right?
No, I don't remember watching that much of Reboot. It's like I've only picked up a couple things through cultural osmosis.
All right. But in regards to Queen, Killer Queen, you know, explosions.
Am I planning on getting a Switch 2? I wanted a Switch 2 for this particular crowdfunding stream, but I didn't get one.
Price scalpers and too many things being sold out quickly.
Yeah.
God, the world need reboot more than ever.
God, the world needs reboot more than. There was already a monkey's paw away with that one, friend.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Let's get Adi Shankar to work on it.
I will say this: the guy who did the voice of Megabyte, he did a great job honoring Tony J.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get Adi Shankar. He did great with Castlevania and Devil May Cry. No true fan had a problem with that at all.
There are a few things here and there. There are a few things here and there outside of that stupid, you know what thing about vampires and shapes.
Oh yeah, that was so dumb.
Yeah, but the one thing I did like was Isaac's evolution. I actually like that.
What's going on? That was weird.
Seriously, is every single creature's weak point an eyeball in this series? Yes.
Makes it pretty easy to, you know. Yeah.
The fudge is a cultural osmosis? You know, for someone who once spoke against buzzwords, you sure are fluent in it.
Yeah. Basically, cultural osmosis is, yeah, it is a bit of a buzzword, but it's it's heavily condensing the idea of, okay, so I've been exposed to this so much through pop culture, media, memes, like all this stuff, that I've been able to pick up on the nuances and kind of pick up on everything without actually having seen the thing in question. Yeah, or it's like cultural osmosis when you know about pop culture without seeing it, like, no, I am your father. Or like, have I ever told you the tragedy of Viggo Mortensen's toe in the Two Towers? Use Mifa to rescue Robbie. You come to save me? Hang on, opening the door!
Kind
Like-
of a rotten choice, to be honest.
Yeah. The reboot of reboot, we don't talk about that. Yeah.
Monkey's paw.
Is it okay to bring up Deltarune stuff in the stream? Do you prefer not to have anything spoilery brought up in chat? Oh, you can bring up Deltarune stuff in this stream.
Oh yeah, the definition of insanity. Yep. You know, funny you mentioned that one. One of the redesigns I did was for that mod I was talking about. I replaced Burger Pants with DJ Spitz. Yes, it was hilarious. Especially when he then asked you, did I ever tell the definition of insanity? If you choose yes, understandable. Have a lovely day.
Daruk has arrived.
DLC. Yeah, it's called The Next Chapter.
Yeah.
Besides, the modding monkeys already are making those type of things right now. Like someone already did a whole thing for Dragon Force through Fire and Flame.
Yeah, I saw that. That was great. Do you think there'll be DLC for the Guitar Hero minigame like Megalovania? Nah, that'll probably just be a mod.
Yeah. I'm also going to say this as well, since we're on the topic of games and rock and roll and such. People have kind of forgotten that Jack Black used to do a lot of things with video games.
Oh yeah.
Anyone remember Brutal Legend?
Oh yeah, I remember Brutal Legend. Yeah, unfortunate. Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate what happened with that game. It had a bit of accidental false advertisement.
Yeah.
Yeah, It was totally an accident. Like, it was not, did not intend to be deceptive at all. Totally understandable, but what people thought they were getting was a beat 'em up, and then they got this weird RTS hybrid. They should have leaned further into the whole beat 'em up thing, but yeah. Not their fault.
But hey, they act. That game did save one band from obscurity, and it was actually the music for the first boss fight with the Spider Queen.
Ah.
Are the twins out of phase when you rewatch a certain movie like crazy?
Yeah. Yeah. Or they rewatch a certain movie like crazy. Yeah. Not yet. Little girl, she loves Sesame Street, specifically Elmo, and she also loves Bluey. Little boy, he likes Thomas.
You know what, Josh? I could think of the meanest thing I could think of right now. For your son's Christmas, get him a Thomas the Tank Engine, and give him a small bag of coal.
Oh. Yeah, you know, I think that was one of the best moments from the DuckTales reboot, because you know that really was one of the like the whole falling out of Santa and Scrooge. It was a fantastic. There was no real bad guy there. You know? Like, both of them wanted to help people, but you know, it's Santa was more of the give a man a fish persuasion, and you know, Scrooge is more of the teach a man to fish persuasion. They both wanted to help people. It's just they wanted to help people in different ways. And they both had good They both had good points. It's just like, on one hand, Santa's like, look, is it actually charity if we're making a profit off of it? But then Scrooge points out, it's like, but we're not going to be able to continue to do the charity if we don't treat it like a business.
I mean, technically he's not wrong.
Yeah, that's the thing. They both had very good points there. It's like, is it really a charity if we're making a profit out of it?
Well, there's nothing wrong with profit if it is used responsibly, especially if it's meant to keep the engine going, grease the wheel, and do what needs to be done. And anything that's profit, you donate that to other charity work. Yeah, charity is a form of organization. Yeah, it's tricky. It really is tricky, and it's a conversation worth having. And you know, it's sad that that's ultimately what caused their falling out. But you know, just going back to the whole coal thing, that was one of the big reasons, because that was kind of a jerk move on Santa's part, because originally coal is going to keep you warm on a cold night. It's practical. It's helpful, and just to give that to the naughty kids, that does feel like a bit of a, you know, a jab.
Yeah, it feels like a bit of a jab, but at the same time, it's just like giving it to the naughty kids. It's like, he's still giving them something worth it, but you know, it's just like, yeah, Santa, that wasn't cool.
That's what I mean. Was it coal? Don't worry. I'll toss myself into the fire. I'll keep myself warm for everyone else.
Yeah.
If you smell bacon grease or anything, it's unrelated.
Yeah. Okay.
Although I do like the movie Klaus.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a type of conflict that I do find interesting is the whole idea of what's the word? Like I remember, not to get too philosophical here, but I talked about this in other videos. Like every, political question can be summarized as one question. Like every political stance can be summarized as one question. What is the true definition of compassion?
You nice pun. Charcoal.
Yeah, wait. Nice pun, charcoal. Yeah, I'm gonna charcoal him.
It's called Cop. Is that where the bacon grease come from? No, I'm just fat.
But yeah, it's just if you really look at things like, if you really look at a lot of political positions, I'm not going to go too far into this because politics, but it's not just about being compassionate. It's about being compassionate in what's true compassion versus what's like performative or fake compassion. And it's also like about doing it versus advocating for it.
Yeah, I believe one of the old. I believe that there was an old saying. I'm trying to remember the exact saying, but good. Do not preach it. Do it.
Yeah.
Good men act upon that. I'm trying to remember the exact quote. Dang it.
I'll take over Link.
It'll come to me.
Yeah. Which Scrooge, Ebenezer, or McDuck? It was McDuck. Ooh, got me right in the face. There we go. Lots of enemies have appeared and have, oh dear. Alright, well, you're gonna deal with that. You're gonna deal with that.
I wish we had a Disney afternoon show for Mickey and his sister Felicity and his nephew Morty and Ferdy. Also, why can't the Joker get taken by Indigo?
Why can't the Joker get taken by Indigo?
Because the Joker is an absolute psychopath.
Oh, what? The Indigo Lantern. Wait, why can't the Joker be taken by the Indigo Lantern? Because the whole point is that they specifically look for the most psychopathic people to turn into Indigo Lanterns. And why can't the Joker?
There are some beings that are too far gone to actually be affected by the Indigo Lantern. Joker is one such case where any shred of empathy is gone.
All right, need to take another ad break. Actually, hang on. Yeah, we actually do need to Yeah, unfortunately, we do need to take an extended break here because it has been about 2 hours. So we'll be right back in about 10 minutes. All right. Oh,
135 donation from Neil. Thank me later.
are you effing with me right now?
Huh?
As soon as I say, hey, we're going to take an extended break, as soon as I say we're going to take an extended break, this effing a-hole right here, Neil, decides to get us to 75%. Okay, I'll get the animatic set up so when we come back from break, we'll see the animatic. This effing a-hole, Neil. Thanks, Neil. Neil. It's like Neil was waiting. All right, let's Hey everybody, and we're back. Just getting the animatic set up in my frickin' video editor. If you're comfortable with sharing, Josh, what would you say is my most poorly aged video? I've been on YouTube for 16 years. Certainly grown a lot as a creator. Oh, that's a good question. Most poorly aged video. Probably my top 10 overrated games or overrated characters. Basically anything with the word overrated in the title. Apologize, Josh, if I donated at the wrong time. No, Neil, I am being ludicrously sarcastic, okay? I appreciate your donation. It's just funny to me, the coincidence. You are totally fine.
Right. Yeah, man. You totally fine. It's just literally the moment he went to break.
It's just funny.
Perfect timing. Which means the condition is now met.
Yep, working on it. It's just unfortunately it needs to load because all right. So we are going to be all right, come on. All right. I'm going to be releasing this later since we have gotten there. If it'll be nice. Be nice. Okay. I will be releasing this later. All right. I need to hit this button. All right. That's funny. So all right. So because we met our 75% goal, I'm going to be showing you the pre-fight animatic. Now this is going to be a little bit shorter than the other one for multiple reasons, but you know, here we go.
I think we could show him a little extra, don't you think, Josh?
I mean, we could, but if we get up to 80, I'll show you more. All right, so here we go.
Run, child! I'll hold her off!
No! Don't you realize what you're doing?
I do! You would force a simple child to fight for their life? How could you be so cruel?
Oh, spare me the goody two-shoes act! That human life is all that stands between us and our freedom! If I gotta go through you too, then fine!
A river, Zora? I believe them extinct.
On guard! Ha!
Yeah. So, yeah. Why does he sound like DBZA Trunks? He kind of does, yeah. Yeah. All right. So, yes, that is, we'll show you, what's the word? If we can get 5% more, I'll show you a little bit further into the fight. Hope that isn't a genocide, Brass Frisks. Yeah, though we're intentionally keeping that vague. All right, so back to the game. Oh, thank you.
You rang.
Yes. I was wondering where you were.
I was eating lunch
Well, yeah, but I was wondering how far away you were.
and driving back.
Thank you.
You're welcome, dear.
We are up to 75%. How much is 5%? 5%, 650 is half a 10, so that's 325. And keep in mind, like in the higher tier rewards, you can get special stuff like special previews, and you can also pitch your matchup to me by donating 250. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. So I need to close that. $150 a month on giving is all I can handle. Thank you. Hey, totally understandable, Anima Mandala. Totally understandable. That was just an does the 3D animators haven't begun any progress? No, they have. It's just, we have the animatic done. It's just like, you'd be surprised when you make these animations, you often don't start from the beginning and you go all the way to the end. You don't. It's like a lot of times you make these scenes like you do not. It's like you basically divide all these scenes and then you divvy out these scenes to the animators and they'll finish them when they finish them.
I think it's one of those questions. It might be best if I explain it.
Go for it.
Okay, so for a lot of these type of scripts, we have for a lot of these type of things, we either have to create a script or a storyboard, or both. The script just helps us get an overall point of how everything is supposed to play out.
Yeah.
And we have there's a whole process with it. We make a few of the storyboards. We have to wait for approval from the boss, Josh, and any changes that need to be done, we're able to do so before we go into the next phase, which is the rough animation phase. Mm-hmm. And because we're doing this in 3D, we're going to be that would be the keyframe phase where we have the points of the points of how the characters would move, but not fully move yet.
Yeah.
Not to mention, we would later have to do camera manipulation and visual and the lighting and visual effects with that.
Yeah.
So yes. 2D animation is one type of beast. 3D is a different kind of beast.
Yeah, basically the animatic is a blueprint for the animation. Yep.
Yeah, and the like blueprints, they can be subject to change if it is appropriate.
Yeah.
If you just change things without consulting the animators or the blueprints or anything like that, you could throw everything out of whack. I had a client prior who did not understand any of that type of stuff and had the mindset of it. I'd rather not talk about it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Hey, but yeah, it's you'd be surprised. Like the first scene that was actually completed for Starfire versus Blaze was that scene where Burning Blaze was on the asteroids punching meteors. That was the first scene for Starfire versus Blaze that was completed.
Yeah, and the guy who was doing that, he was a real awesome guy. He push.
Yeah.
Making sure all that work is done, and then some.
Yeah, that was Origin who made that, wasn't it?
No, that was Discovery.
Ah, okay. All right. Does AAA currently share or have previously shared any animators from Death Battle? Yes. We have had Origin work with us, Discovery, who else?
And for the pixel art division,
Yeah.
or we did have Levi help us for a little bit, but he had to leave early, mainly because he was primarily focused on doing his short film that I think is coming out this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Josh, how are you doing? Messing around Tears of the Kingdom. I got to the part where I confused items on, but brain went nuclear with creativity. Yeah. That's generally how it goes. What do you think is next for Death Battle after Tom versus Wile E. Coyote? Oh, I don't know. Could be anything, honestly. I try not to speculate because every time
200 donation from Fifio. I can only go halfway. Sorry.
Thank you, Tifio. We jumped up to 78%. 2%. All right. So that means holy fraggaroli. It's like if we get 125, that means I'll show you guys the anime a little bit further into the thing, a little bit further into the fight. Does anyone else remember that Tom versus Wile was the Contest of Champions winner? Oh yeah, that was one of the reasons that they're doing it. All of a sudden, we see Death Battle sponsoring $1,000. Yeah, I wish. I wish. Yeah. Yeah, he cried a lot. Like, yeah, no crap. Goku was a baby. Yeah. And that's kind of the problem there is, the issue with the writing of Broly and the original Broly was that they tried to tie... They were trying to make Broly a rival for Goku. They are trying to tie him to Goku. But literally the only window they had to tie Broly to Goku was to make him was when they were babies. That's literally the only window. And that's literally the only thing you could do with that little restriction. And so when they redid Broly, they made it a lot better because instead of tying him to Goku, they tied him to Vegeta. Yeah. I don't know who's going to be the matchup for Triple Up, but really cool to see Team Rocket fight against Deep Cut. All I'm going to say is that, and I've said this before on a previous stream, is that the third matchup that we're going to be doing is going to be a villain matchup.
What it is, we're not telling you.
Exactly. Yeah. And push. All right. There we go. All right. Malice Guardian. Oh, wait. Alright, let's have Link, or no. Let's have Zelda deal with those. Or actually... Yeah, Link could use some help with those Malice Guardians. Let's have Zelda go over there. Nope. Bosh. Come on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, brother. Oh gosh, it's the Goron's kind of. Oh man, do you know what we need? We need a what's his name?
Sunjin?
We need a Goron who talks like
Macho Man?
yeah.
I'm gonna break you like a slave champ.
That would be freaking hilarious.
I'm on my way.
Oh. Huh, I can't aim. There we go. There we go. Like, that is so clever of Zelda. Like, for real. She really lives up to her name as, you know, the... okay, stuff you're doing. Macho Man or Kool-Aid Man for a second. Oh.
50 donation from Tony Sonic.
Oh.
Since you're playing Zelda, do you have any Zelda matchups besides the obvious that you're interested in?
off.
Yeah.
A couple of mine are Ganondorf versus Sauron and the Collector versus Skull Kid.
Any other Zelda matchups I'm interested? Well, I mean, I did say earlier that I was kind of mulling over the idea of Mipha versus Katara. Let's see. What was another one? I mean, I would love Zelda versus Peach again. That little rematch would be so amazing. Let's see. What else? What are some other good ones? Like, ooh, who would be? 1 minute. I want to check out. I want to check out some matchups here.
Well, of course, Ganondorf is always a good one, but finding who is the question.
Yeah. That's
maybe something for Waluigi or Barrett Wallace.
Who would be?
I mean,
Waluigi or something with Barrett Wallace.
Yeah.
you know, I wouldn't mind having myself be fighting against someone with a gun arm, fighting for a cause.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking at any potential matchups for Mifa. Sorry, Midna. And a lot of people have said, like, one very popular matchup for Midna is Midna versus Neliel. Holy crap, ask Luck at the Stars to voice Barrett too. How much can Midna do in a fight? Well, she's also got her own... She's been in Hyrule Warriors as well. Let's see. Let's see. What are some other interesting... you want Link having another rematch against Cloud? Unfortunately, I don't think Link's gonna win that. Link isn't gonna win that because he gets massively outstatted, and like a lot of his best tricks that he can use to stall, Cloud can exploit.
Hey, Josh, do you know what Avalanche actually stands for?
Yeah, it's an acronym.
Yeah, I know it's an acronym, but you don't know what it stands for.
I don't remember.
Annoyed, very angry liberals against nasty corporations hurting Earth.
Is that true, or...
No. I mean, it fits.
I mean, yes, it does.
Rap dude reference.
I don't even. What?
Oh, jeez. Oh, I got all three of them.
Sure thing, Scipio. Avalanche, which is an acronym organization that stands for Annoyed, Very Angry Liberals Against Nasty Corporations Hurting Earth.
I just feel like Piccolo's like, that is terrifyingly accurate. Jeez.
Why am I remembering Maisie the Mouse? Yeah, right. Oh, right. One of my players is posting a lot of pictures of mouse characters again. I mean, technically speaking, in a different campaign, I'm already playing a mouse character myself.
Yeah. You'd be surprised. Yeah, you'd be surprised. Like, okay, so here's something, a little bit of peek behind the curtain in Fire Joker Productions. I have an insane amount of furries working for me. So much that when I, it's like, okay, raise your hands. Who here is a furry? I'm like, would you like me to create a dedicated Discord channel for you all to just, you know, hang out and share furry art? They said yes, and I'm like, okay. I am isolating all of that in this little thing, and it has not it has not breached containment yet.
Yes, contain the AIDS in one group before it spreads. Although there are a couple of really good meme posts.
Yeah. Ooh, you almost got me. Stun lock. Ah, oh, dang. Only $65 until the 80, and yep, we're very close. Nope.
You know what would be a really fun matchup?
What?
Jack versus Link.
Jack versus Link.
I mean, we got elves in two different genres.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh.
65 donation from Crosby. Let's see a bit more from the fight, homie.
Gosh,
Speak of
freaking
the devil.
Gosh, freaking dang it. We're at 80%. Sidon versus Undyne is 80% funded. It's like we're getting our funding so much faster.
Yeah, and I want you guys to also share the news around and everything else. The more money we have, the more we can improve onto then some and future projects.
Yes. Here I thought I was crazy. Many Undertale Zelda fans. Yes, that's one of the reasons that we picked this matchup. Undertale and Zelda. Because, and I am shocked that Death Battle hasn't even touched an Undertale matchup yet. I am very shocked. I'm sure they have their reasons. And actually, I think I do know the big reason. Undertale, like, higher tier Undertale scaling is actually really, really hard. It's very complicated, and a lot of it relies on interpretation. Like, it's not as bad as like mid-tier Undertale scaling, like here. But yeah, higher tier Undertale scaling gets a little cerebral. Yeah.
Did you know that, brother?
What?
Dad, you know, the good brother.
You are crazy talented. Alright.
What the horrible...
Alright, so I'm trying to figure out how far I should show them.
Let me look through the video thing as well. I'll give you a good indication. Let me look through.
Yeah. Like how long was the what's it? How long was the first like the Blaze versus Starfire animatic?
Technically speaking, it was like 1 minute, something seconds.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you talk about the beginning part or
the beginning part was about 1 minute and 8. Yeah. 1 second. Like, how far did we go into that? Yeah.
Okay. After the 35-minute mark, we can show them up to.
Yeah.
Up to 50.
All right.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
35 seconds to 50 seconds. Mark.
1 second. Need to make sure. Okay. All right. So, 1 second. Need to make sure I'm getting this correct. Okay. Just to make sure that they're not seeing anything that they shouldn't be. All right. Oh.
Hey Josh, your old videos, especially the ones W Alex, really helped me stay grounded when life was tough. W family.
Aww.
Thank you SM from an old viewer less than 3.
Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. We'll start the thing from here because I gotta fix things here. Okay. Here we go. All right, I should probably turn off this music so. There we go. All right. The battle direct death battle shows small creators in their little battle videos. Yeah. All right.
Child, I'll hold her off.
No! Don't you realize what you're doing?
I do. You would force a simple child to fight for their life? How could you be so cruel?
Oh, spare me the goody two-shoes act! That human life is all that stands between us and our freedom! If I gotta go through you too, then fine!
A river Zora? I believe them extinct.
On guard! Ha!
Oh, whoops. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, let me. Yeah, unfortunately, there's a like some of the edits cause a little bit of stuttering, especially because I'm also using OBS. But yeah.
What is this trickery?
All right. But yes, that's what you guys earned. Actually, let's see if we can keep this going. Let's see if we can keep the bribery going. If we can get up to 85. If we can get up to 85. I'll show you up to 1 minute and 10 seconds. If we can get up to 85 by the end of the stream, I will show you up to 1 minute and 10 seconds. So 5% of 6,500, that's yeah. That's 325.
Hey Josh, not sure if you've had a chance yet, but request if you at least looked at ender lilies and ender magnolia. I truly think you'd enjoy them.
So yeah, about the containment in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one of my newest art pieces that I got commissioned. Very happy about it.
All right.
Been wanting to get an art piece from this guy for some time. Of course, it's of my kobold lover. I obviously wouldn't be playing her in your campaign since she's a little much.
Yeah. Yeah. Up to the minute mark. Oh yeah, guys. It's the battle is, while it is shorter than Starfire versus Blaze, it is pretty hefty still. So like even up to the a minute mark, you wouldn't be spoiled of anything.
I'm looking through the thing as well.
Yeah. All right, just need to X out of that because otherwise it's just going to make my computer explode. Because streaming and having my video editing suite opened up is a recipe for disaster.
Oh, you know, you could just go to the go to the server and look through the pinned thing, right? Yeah.
I am a dummy.
You just remembered, didn't you?
Yes. Shut up.
Showtime's over.
Electric Hinox. Yeah, I am not having Mifa fight that.
You didn't even get anywhere close to its eye.
There we go.
Dang, that thing's bulky.
Yep. And
Is anyone to team up with you?
yeah.
Or is this sick?
Yeah, I'm not having Mifa fight this because Zora in this do have the typical Zora weaknesses. Well, sort of. that they definitely carried over the lightning weakness. Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, speaking of which, the Curse of Strahd group was actually wondering about Sunday.
Oh yeah, we're still on.
Alright, cool. Yeah. Guess I'll be taking your guys next Sunday.
Yeah. It's Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
Yep, they're gone. Yep, there's some of your guys and a couple of new people on my server are going to be playing my one shot in my custom world.
Ah.
Siege of the Red Queen.
Black Hinox. You are a true friend to the Zora. Yeah.
Barris Wallace versus Big Daddy. Barris Wallace wins because player character.
Yeah, versus Big Daddy. Oh man, Barrett stomps. That's not even fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just checked that there hasn't been a playlist for Triple F yet. Any particular reason? Because we don't have enough. We don't have enough to warrant a playlist.
Yeah, I've been busy trying to get some things behind the scenes done, so I can't do my chop ups of the scenes that we have done for the first episode.
Yeah.
That would be too time intensive.
Yeah. One thing I kind of want to do is just like take the Blaze vs Starfire fight and just actually put Find Your Flame in there just for the giggles.
You know, on the topic of Sonic, one of the ideas I had for Sonic Forces Overclocked.
Yeah.
Wait, where the heck did he get that log from? It's stone.
Yeah.
When I was one of the VAs and such for that project, the idea was Infinite Dead. It was actually a threat and not some chump.
Mm-hmm.
And we had the perfect song to counter against Infinite's theme would be Endless Possibilities.
Ah.
Infinite, Endless Possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
Thematically, perfect.
Uh-huh. Oh no, Mifa got cut off. Mifa got cut off on the bridge. No!
Is there a way around?
I think so. Defeat all enemies.
I'm on it. Here goes.
Here goes. Brother! Boom! Come on, almost there. Boom! GG! Double knockout! Victory! Nice. Link cannot carry any more weapons.
Ooh, I have a fun one.
What?
The Battle of Legendary Swordsmen? Question mark. Gilgamesh has to fight someone.
Since why is pocket space a problem for Link? Give you supplies. They're not infinite. They're not infinite.
Yeah.
Whoa, jeez, Louise. Wow. Supply materials. Right. Just trying to do the things that I can actually do.
I have further to soar.
Yeah, Teba is absolutely busted in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I'll do even better next
Yeah.
time.
I mean, if you guys have any other questions about Sidon versus Undyne, just like this is now a really good time to talk about it. Now's got a really good time to ask them questions.
Ow.
What about Barrett versus Cyborg? Ooh. Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah. I'm leaning towards Cyborg winning that, but that's still pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful work. I will not rest on my laurels.
Yeah. Will Link be in the background of the fight like Frisk was? Should I answer that question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, no. These creatures decided to crouch using dragon scales. Yep. Yeah. But yeah, Link is not going to be in the background of the fight. The Klein Star completed the armor without incident and in good health, so he could not help but wonder whom she intended to give the item. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. In order for this for the story to work, it has to be Frisk trying to defend themselves and Sidon interfering.
Yeah, it's because like otherwise, like I feel like the fight would not happen.
Yeah, that's always the big thing. You gotta have a reason for characters to actually clash against each other, not just, especially if you're going for a story-based thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is something that I actually witnessed and what people were talking about in the Death Battle community when I'm actually a member of that. Say, Josh.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna send you something real quick.
Yeah. What's this? Chief in training? Like grains of sand.
Now see what a Rito warrior can do.
But yeah, where was that one post? In the Death Battle community, apparently one of the things that was talked about for a bit was regarding to. I also talked with the people when you were discussing about this one. Where is it? Not that one.
Mm-hmm.
It's in regards to characters who realize that they have something similar to each other, yet they still fight each other anyway. Kind of defeats the like the whole Zuko versus
yeah. Sometimes there is an issue, like you want the characters to fight, but getting them to conceivably fight is rough. Like, here's one of the big things: as utterly peak and just masterfully constructed Simon versus Kyle was, Kyle knows who Simon is. They wouldn't fight. that is a little unfortunate, but yeah, it's
unless you got yourself a villain who actually warps the minds to do their little fun stuff.
It's not so busted. Teba is so busted. Electric moblins have appeared. Oh no. Anyway. Bomb and run. Oh dear.
Literally, the entire Undertale, the entire Deltarune fandom keeps doing jokes about Des getting hit with a car. God dang it. Latest one so far. Asgore hits with a car. No! A deer! A female deer.
Gosh, effing dang it. Sound of Music is literally in my top 5 favorite films of all time.
Yeah. And of course, Des is in a Family Guy dead pose.
Alright. Gotta get this up. Come on, get closer. So I can... Here we go. Bomb and run! Oh, wow, really? Where do they carry all those arrows?
You really want to know?
So many moblins! Ow. Bomb and run!
That did the trick. Just stop. Feeling stuck?
Alright. There we go.
Right. Other path. What do you think?
You're crazy camera there. I know, right?
The walls are too strong.
Jeez Louise. That was a pain in the patoot. Guardians! They don't let up!
You know, on the topic of machines and such, I played a recent one shot a little while back, and the whole thing was based around Cookie Run. We actually had to do we had this whole birthday party thing.
What are your top 5 favorite movies?
One of my top 5 favorite movies? Let's see. What's on there? Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is on there. Sound of Music. Hacksaw Ridge. I forgot what the other two are, though.
That did the trick.
Another Guardian? How many of these? Ay, ay, ay.
Like heat? Just stop. Feeling stuck?
But yeah, Cookie Run themed and everything else. In fact, my icon that you currently see is that very character I created. Take a wild guess. What the character's inspiration and is what his name is.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Excellent.
Just these freaking Guardians, man.
Yeah,
Need to get them
tells me that-
close.
It tells me that that this guy's defenses are terrible.
Yep. Come on.
That did the trick.
Eight spots exposed.
Come on.
Just stop. Good stuck.
Hot shot. Where?
Yeah.
Just stop. Good stuck.
Oh, fudge. I should have dodged that. Nah. That's hard. Wonder if there's any place I can actually grab some. Yeah. Alright. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna head out. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, no apples. Alright. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else we can do. Am I under level for that? Yeah. Let's see. Just farm items? Yep. Restricted allies. Let's see. Anything I can purchase? Doesn't look like it. Don't forget to cook a meal before battle. I did. Made a good amount of progress today for the fundraiser, I think. Yeah, you know what? I think we've made a lot of progress here for today. Maybe that's probably a good idea to call it. Alright, but yes, we got up to 80%. We jumped up from 60 to 80 today. And I am really happy. Do you think Age of Calamity would be better or worse if it ended like the flashbacks in Breath of the Wild did? Depends on how you do it, but yeah. I think it's like having a sort of good ending to this is something, you know, I do agree with some people. Like, yeah, it is a little bit of a cop-out, but, you know, seeing some of the it is very fanficky, but some of these characters getting resolution and, you know, getting a good ending out of this is, there's a little bit, there's an element of satisfaction to it. All right. All right. So let's thank everyone on YouTube. Thank you for subbing Ray Robbins. Thank you for the super chest, Dark Hogs, the Mark Harkog, Dennis Wasp, Junker Grandmaster, Tom Jackson, Tifio, Jesse Springer, Teddy Friedman, Omnizar, and Louis Newman. And if you donated on Ko-fi, I'm going to be looking through everybody who donated today on Ko-fi, going to be randomly selecting who gets our, it's like who's going to be getting the gift card giveaway for Glitch Energy. So, stay tuned, have a lovely day, and take care.